Hello everybody, Dennis O'Malley here, writer for MTGShops.com. Today we are doing a return to Ravnica draft, and my cat Zool is with me. He really wants attention. Alright, let's see what our options are here. We have Bloodfray Giant, always very powerful, always very aggressive. We have Growing Ranks. The beginning of your upkeep, populate. Good old Giant Growth. Slime Molding, it scales with the game. It's a very flexible spell, especially if you are in green. And those appear to be our options, so it really depends on what direction we want to go. Now, Growing Ranks has the ability to really... Yeah, I'm just going to take the rare right now. See what happens. Okay. So now we're going to be looking for token makers now for the rest of the draft, just to keep up with synergy. Now that we know the slime molding isn't going to wheel. I think at this point I'm just going to take the Seller of Songbirds and try to stay as synergistic as possible. So I'm going to be looking for things that make tokens or synergize with a token strategy. So here I'm looking at Gobbling Ooze, possibly Stonefair Crocodile, possibly Aerial Predation, because you never know. So let's see. I like Hustler Patrol a lot. Azorius Charm is always good. I just don't know if I'm going to end up in blue at all, but it is at least a versatile spell, and I am in white, so it'll be a lot less difficult to splash white or splash a little blue for something like that. So let's go with the Azorius Charm. Izzet Keyrune, Rakdos Keyrune, Axebane Guardian, Avenging Arrow, Fencing Ace, Sluiceway Scorpion. These are all extremely mediocre. There's Explosive Impact here. That's a pretty heavy commitment there, just because of its 6 mana cost, but I'm not against it at this particular pick because I don't think I'm really missing out on anything. I'm not a big fan of Axebane Guardian. Avenging Arrow is okay. It's extremely okay. Fencing Ace, I just don't think there's enough to make him big enough to make it worthwhile. So I think this pick, I'm actually just going to take the Avenging Arrow. Alright. Dryad Militant, Golgari Decoy. I'm actually a big fan of Golgari Decoy in a token style deck, because he ends up just making all your other tokens unblockable if he attacks. It's a good way to set up a good board state and then just smash in and go for the win, so let's go with it. Ethereal Armor, Druid's Deliverance, Azorius Arrestor, Trestle Troll. I always think that's the one that makes the Centaur, and it never is. I'm also not entirely unimpressed with that card, but let's see if we can stay on theme here and try to push this strategy. It doesn't look like we're getting any coming from this way though. But God, I never pick these fog things this high. No, and I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to go with the Azorius Arrestor here. Stonefair Crocodile or Rootborn Defenses. I like the Crocodile. I like the 3 power 3 drops. I think it's an important facet to the whole set here. It's kind of the defining size of a creature. This one has only 2 power, so he's a lot easier to block and kill. Let's go through Rootborn Defenses. Let's see if we can't make this thing work. I guess we're going to go with Asperia Skywatch here. I mean, Dagger Drum Imp can do some work, but I'm more likely to play a flyer. I'll take the Common Bond, I guess. Good old combat trick. I don't really like any of these options, but I'll take the Launch Party because it's the best card. Okay. Gobbling Ooze synergizes very well with a token strategy, although I only have one token maker so far, but we'll change that. I'm fairly confident we can make it work. I'm going to take the Mind Rot. Nothing else is really that concerning there. Alright, so this first pack is looking pretty mediocre to start off with, but hopefully we can make it work. Bizarre Crovad. Alright, Deliverance came back. Let's turn this down a little bit. I like having a little music, it keeps me on a rhythm, makes me feel good. Alright. So far, this looks, yeah, pretty rough. Alright. Temple Garden, get a little value here. Celestia Keyrune I like. Vassal Soul I'm okay with. Swift Justice I'm okay with. I don't care for another Bizarre Crovad. This does make tokens, but it also costs 8 mana. And I don't see myself able to realistically cast it. So what I think I'm going to do here is just take the Temple Garden and move out in my day. I mean, it's only 2 tickets. It's not that big of a deal. Honestly, nothing here is really that big of a deal, so I'm just going to take the value. Some Guildgate, Dramatic Rescue, Stab Wound, Celestia Guildgate, Teleportal, if only I were blue-red. I think I'd take the Sunspire Griffin here. He's just a good man. Probably won't play this at this point. Vassal Soul, Stonefair Crocodile, Museum Skin, Concordia Pegasus. A lot of people are real high on this guy. I just am not impressed. I think I'd rather just have the Vassal Soul. I want the Street Spasm, but I think it's too late to go into red. Dramatic Rescue, Doorkeeper, Paralyzing Grasp. Oh my god, red is so open. Taking the Dramatic Rescue here. Nice pack one, trick one. It's not really working out the way I hoped, but let's see if we can make this work. So let's see if we can't keep our eye open for just a blue-green-white strategy. Void Wielder. Armory Guard. Yeah, I think Armory Guard's the pick here. I find his offensive and defensive ability both very formidable. Especially if gates are involved. It's a guy. Roboback Rhino. He's the undeal-withable guy in the format. I like him. Do I take him over an Armory Guard, though? 1 mana difference. Trading him power for toughness and hexproof. Yeah, let's take the Rhino. I'm going to take the key rune here, just because I am starting to collect some 5-drops. And I don't want another Bizarre Crovod. The reason I like Azorius Charm and Dramatic Rescue so much in this format is primarily because everyone decides to throw auras on whatever guy they can, so they feel like they can get away with just playing auras, and I like to punish those people. It makes me feel good. Best card here is Dynacharge. Doorkeeper. I may or may not play him. We'll see. I like that the mana is easy. I'm base white, and it looks like I'm splashing blue and green. So, I think that's okay. Let's see what the final pack brings me, though. I really would like more things to make tokens. Oh, okay. So here we go. We have some options here. We have Skymark Rock, which I consider to be one of the most powerful flyers in the format. He costs 4, a huge tempo swing. Knightly Valor, it's a token maker, and like I said about the auras, but you have to be wise about how to play them. But Knightly Valor always does some really solid work. Phantom General. Centaur's Herald. I'm okay with Centaur's Herald. In fact, I'd like a way to make some Centaur tokens. But I think I'm on board with just jumping ship on the token plan and going with this Skymark Rock. I cannot turn him down. I just can't do it. Centaur Healer, another Knightly Valor. I like Centaur Healer. He's really good at just kind of bringing back the game to even. He stops a lot of the early Rakdos creatures and kind of undoes what they've done by turn 3. Towering Indrik's okay, but it's between Knightly Valor and Centaur Healer now, and I think I'd rather just have Centaur Healer. He's just a solid man, does his job, and shuts up about it. Here, I think I like Hussar Patrol best, possibly Common Bond. Common Bond has been known to just ruin some people's days. I'm going to take the Hussar Patrol. Okay, Eyes in the Skies. Another Centaur's Herald. I like Eyes. Oh, an Azorius Charm as well. Now this is a tough one. I really would not mind this Eyes in the Skies. I have enough 4s though. I think Azorius Charm will do the trick. Azorius Justiciar, Sunspire Griffin, let's see. Yeah, I'd rather just have the Sunspire Griffin. Justani's Judgment, Runewing. I think it's the Judgment for me. I need just a solid stop that guy removal spell. Aerial Predation, I don't think I'll really need. I have enough flyers. Like, this is basically a Bant flyer deck. And in this spot, I think is where I take the Concordia Pegasus. I could, since I also have seen no fixing, I could take the Guardian, but I think I'd rather just have the Pegasus. I think I'm just going to take the Pegasus. Alright. Golgari, Gogite, Hussar Patrol, Towering Indrik, and Tower Drake. I think I still really like Hussar Patrol here. Possibly Rogue's Passage. Phantom General, which I have 1 token maker, so that's not really all that relevant. Transguild Promenade, I think I need, because I am 3 colors at this point. So I can literally make 1 token. So Growing Ranks is not playable for me today. Yeah, take the Promenade. And my good old friend Armory Guard. Although he will not have Vigilance at this point. But that's okay. I always want this to be a dramatic rescue, and it never is. Alright, Force of Might, I guess. Dyna Charge. Axebane Stag. You never know when I might need a 7-drop, so we'll see. Alright. So this deck honestly looks pretty mediocre. I like a lot of the cards. I feel like if I play it right, it's going to work. Didn't really go in the direction I wanted, but basically I'm a blue-white deck now, splashing green for a couple of cards, which is fine with me. I'm happy to have as many Azorius Charms and Dramatic Rescues as I can possibly get. Just a lot of people in this format really love to egg basket their spells and their creatures, so this is how you answer that. A 2-mana, nope. It also swings the game a little bit. It buys me some time by gaining a little bit of life. It's pretty incidental, but Unsummon is good in this format, so let's go with it. Alright, let's start with creatures before I get it. Alright, there's my white guys. Let's look at my gold guys here. Healer, Soul, Rock. And my green guys, Mr. Decoy. I'll put the Croc in for now. Like I pretty much see the Celestia Sentry and the Stonefair Crocodile pretty much the same. I've only regenerated the Celestia Sentry once in my entire experience with this set, but it did help out quite a bit. So I got lots of 2, 3, and 4 drops. Am I gonna need to play the 5s? I do need a Void Wielder. Do I play Rubbleback Rhino? I do play Tristan's Judgment. Azorius Charm, Dramatic Rescue, Common Bond. I like organizing my deck in such a way that I have creatures up top and non-creatures down at the bottom. It just helps me see how my deck is balanced. Right now I have 17 creatures and 7 non-creature spells. I think I can cut a creature. There's also an Avenging Arrow to deal with. I don't think I need the Skywatch. I think it's more mana than I want to deal with. I'm going to cut the Stonefair Crocodile. Wow, so I'm at a point where I only have actual 3 green, 4 green things going on. And how many blue sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 and 8, and then the rest is just white. I feel like I want to make one cut and go down to, or up to 17 lands. If I were to cut anything, I think it would be an armory guard. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Let's see what Mr. Computer suggests. So 1, 2, 3, 4 green sources this way, 5 blue sources, and 11 white sources. I think this looks okay. So there's the deck. Honestly, I don't think Seller of Songbirds is that necessary in this deck. I say, I almost want to bring the Doorkeeper back over the Pegasus. Pegasus over the Seller. Alright. I think I'm pretty confident with that choice there. I don't really need the Goblin Blues, I don't think. I'd rather just have the Rhino. And everything else I don't really care about. So, let's go ahead and submit that. And then we'll be back for round 1.